Music, movement, motivation. Be unbreakable.
Yeah, so check this out. It is Disability Pride Month. That's right, y'all. Give it up. Now, check this out. Check this out. I have a disability, and I didn't even realize that it's Disability Pride Month. I mean, that's how kind of rare it is. People don't celebrate it enough. They don't celebrate disability pride. And it's crazy because you would think that more people would be celebrating. It's been like, let's see, about 30 years that people have been celebrating it. And it's just not big enough. It's just not big enough because not enough people are celebrating it. And that goes for people that are in the disabled community. So I'm one of them. I'll admit it. It's all good because now I'm celebrating. I have a book called Disable Your Disability. If you haven't read it yet, you got to come and check it out. Don't let the title fool you. It's not just for if you have a disability. It's for anybody that wants to get motivated to live the healthy life they deserve. That's right. So for me, my disability is called osteogenesis imperfecta, and that means brittle bones, fragile bones. So I've broken about 70 times, 70 times throughout my life. I've had like 12 surgeries. I got steel rods in my legs, both top and bottom of my legs. I've broken kind of all around my body. It's mostly been in my legs. So it was rough. I was in a wheelchair. I used a wheelchair when I was a kid. I started walking on crutches during my teenage years. And then I started walking without any assistance when I was like 24 years old. So it took me that long before I could actually start walking. But even after that, it was crazy because I was afraid of breaking bones, so I didn't do anything physical. I got in the worst shape of my life over the next 20 years, and then when I turned 40, I'm like, you know what? It's time to make a change, I got to do something. I want to live a healthy life. My disability cannot define me, and it can't be the reason that I'm disabled. I mean, the reason that I'm not healthy, right? Because most of the time, people that have disabilities feel that they can't be 100% healthy because of the disability. And I 100% disagree. Okay, now I didn't agree. I agreed with it before I flipped the switch. Believe me, I felt the same way for many years. I felt like I didn't deserve it. I was disabled, I had a disability, and I couldn't be healthy. But I was able to flip the switch, and I did it. And I talk about all of this in my book, Disable Your Disability. It's really motivating. It's inspiring. It's it's a guidebook. It has my story in it, but it really is a guidebook because when I was done, I was like, you know what? I can teach other people how to do this too. So it's half my story and half like a how-to book with, I like to say, surefire ways to help you live the healthy life you deserve. So, that's my story in a nutshell as far as my disability is concerned. And all these years, check this out. I've had my disability since I was born. And all these years that we've been celebrating Disability Pride Month, I didn't even know that it existed, And it was tough because I didn't really want to accept my disability for many years. I was very much in denial, I have what's considered like an invisible disability. When you look at me, you may not know that I have a disability. So I know that a lot of my fellow invisible disability folks feel the same way, where you're in denial. And you're just like, you know what? I don't have a disability. I don't want to talk about it. So I lived like that for many years, and it didn't do me any good because I still suffered all the consequences. So when I finally realized, I got to embrace my disability. It is everything. It's not everything, but it is a part of me. I'm not going to be getting rid of it. It's not a little percentage of me. It's a big percentage of who I am. But it's awesome. So that's where I come from. That's my mindset when it comes to having my disability and really celebrating it. So I'm excited for Disability Pride Month because why not celebrate it, right? Why not celebrate our disabilities? And believe it or not, we all have something. There's a fine line between not having a disability and having a disability. Trust me. People that wear eyeglasses have a disability. Do you understand that? Just if you have to put on glasses to correct the way that your eyes see, you have a disability, but who classifies that, right? So we have to really think about that, and we have to understand we all have something going on as far as a quote-unquote disability, something maybe that's like restricting us, but it's all good because we can all celebrate each other, and we can uplift each other and encourage each other to get out and live the most unbreakable life we can with our disability, right? They're not going to go away. Some disabilities don't go away. They can't be cured, and that's okay. And that's what Disability Pride Month is all about. So it started because in July of 1990, July 26th, actually, a day after my birthday, which is July 25th, just so you know it's coming up, y'all. So get ready for that. But on July 26th, 1990, the Americans with Disabilities Act was passed here in America, the ADA. And, it was set because they wanted to prohibit discrimination against people with disabilities. We needed something like that in this country because, believe it or not, everywhere around the world, the disabled community is the biggest minority of any of the minorities that we classify in this world. Because in every other minority, there are disabled people. So we got to remember that. 1 out of 4 people have a disability. Here in America, I believe that's the stat. But you would probably freak out if you really started to pay attention to who has a disability around you. There are more people with disabilities, okay, than you think and that you realize. So I want you to just start thinking about it. Look around. Who do you know? Who do you know that has a disability? Are you celebrating it or are you downplaying it, right? And are you trying to make it not exist? That's a big part of disability pride. That's a big part of the ADA. That's a big part of what we go through as far as getting people to just understand, hey, man, we have disabilities, but it's okay. We're normal people. We're just like you. There's things that we may need, and people say, well, there are accommodations. They're like special needs. I hate that word. I hate that term, special needs. Please do not say that to me. Because trust me, when I think about my family and when they say, oh, the special needs child was Tony, trust me when I tell you I wasn't the special needs child in my family, okay? There were some other siblings that had more special needs than I needed, and they didn't have a disability, all right? I'm going to just leave that right there. But, so, look, we don't have to label it anything. We just got to be normal. Just got to be normal with the disability. Everyone's got one. People have a more severe disability that might need some other things that they need in their life to be able to just live life to the fullest. So we all got to supply that. We all got to give that. Okay? Now, trust me, I know that I know for a fact that not every building is going to have ramps. People aren't going to, I don't know. Okay? Maybe someday in the future, there's going to be a day when a ramp is all you see and you never see stairs. But to be honest, I think stairs are always going to exist because there's people that actually use stairs. So you can't just take the stairs away, right? Because people want stairs. There's people that want stairs. Let them have stairs. There's people that need ramps and want ramps. So let's make ramps too. Let's make it so that ramps are normal as well, where it's if someone's building a building, and for all my architects that are out there listening, when you're designing a building, just make ramps. Ramps should be a normal thing. If you can avoid stairs, let's do it, right? You got to think differently when it comes to this stuff. So that's all happening this month. Disability Pride. We are celebrating our disabilities. We are saying, hey, you know what? Everything is good in the hood when it comes to having a disability. Don't treat it weird. We don't have to be treated differently. We're just normal people. We love our disabilities. We're proud of who we are as people with the disability. We do a lot of things with the disability, So just start thinking about this stuff. Look around. Who do you know that has a disability? Tell them what's up. Happy Disability Pride Month. Okay, now check this out. There might be some people that don't agree. All right, because there's some people in the disabled community that might freak out if you say that to them. But don't worry about it. Just stick with the positivity, okay? Stick with the positivity. I am all about being positive. I truly believe that being positive is the way to go. I don't think that positivity is toxic at all. There's no such thing. That's a whole nother show I'm going to get into. But just stick with the positivity. Smile. Say hello. Don't get freaked out by disabilities, all right? That's what it's all about, disability pride. So that's what it's about for me. I'm excited to celebrate it this month. So that's why I want to talk about it in this show. And I'll probably talk about it kind of throughout this month and bring some different angles as far as, what I feel when it comes to disability. We're gonna get back into this music. We're gonna talk a little bit more about disability pride and what it means for us folks that have a disability and what it could mean for you, because it could mean something for you, and I want you to celebrate it with us so that we can get it out there more, so that we can let people know, there's other Pride months, so we need to really get out and celebrate this and let people know, hey, people with disabilities exist, and they are part of the society. They're a huge minority in our society, but we need to talk about it. We need to celebrate it. All right. So let's get back into this music. I'm DJ Tony J. Let's go. Come on.
Music, movement, motivation. Be unbreakable.